Hello, review time for the Terrafirma Rugged Terrain 4-wheel drive tyres. Alright, so we're at about 5,500 Ks at this point. All good to report so far, I'd say. In terms of road noise, for a tyre with such an aggressive tread pattern, reasonably quiet actually. On the Terrafirma website, they go on about them being pretty quiet. Not in those words, but they go on about them being quiet. I mean, I'd say they're lower end, but they're not as silent as a highway tyre. I run approximately 33 inch, which is 285/70/17, and this is a 17 by 9 inch wide wheel. So yeah, like I said, that there is 5,500 Ks. You know, to be honest with you, the rears look like they've only just been scrubbed in. Wet weather, awesome. No slipping, very grippy. No aquaplaning at 110 k per hour highway speeds is what I do most of the working week. Solid straight line stability, good feel on the road, but I suppose that's got a fair bit to do with what sort of power steering system you got. This is a Colorado, so this model in particular has electric power steering, so it actually is super light, probably too light, and you've got plenty of road feel. I run them 36 psi on the front and 38 on the back, and it does ride firm. Like, we drove around to a friend's place just on the outskirts of the city, and it's pretty rough, but then again, this thing's lifted as well, so, and heavy duty shocks, so it's pretty choppy. But I mean, I run the higher pressures for trying to get fuel economy on the freeway. Just a close look. This is the front. Alright, so really on my weekly commute, I do a couple of exits and, well, handful of exits and entries onto the freeway, which is where you'll get a lot of the wear on the shoulders. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's unusual. Just there, just lent on it a little bit. No abnormal wear, they call it, scalloping. No, perfectly flat, and still got the nice sharp tread blocks. And compared to a couple of other all-terrain slash rugged terrain tyres that I've tried, it doesn't feel like you're cruising along on like a bowl of jelly. It's like pretty solid, actually borderlining on too firm, but I mean, I suppose that's the tyre pressures that I run. So yeah, that gives you a nice look at the tread pattern. My first impressions when I first got them was that for a 285, the the actual footprint of the tyre is pretty narrow. Now from memory, I measured it from the shoulders here. I think it's about 220. Right, just a minute, I'll get a tape measure. And we're back. Yep, so shoulder to shoulder, 220. There you go. Now, last set of tyres I had, I mean, awful balance, but good off-road ability. And that was something like another 40 millimeters more contact patch. So, I mean, you got another, I can only assume that they're 40 mil, approximately 40 mil extra on each side, is meant to come right down to here. But these what do they call them, biters, they're not the most aggressive biters. I would say they're a couple of millimeters protruding. So I would say they're, you know, I'm no expert in tyres, by the way. The extra 40 mil is like they're counting down to here. So yeah, first thing I noticed, like I said, was that the actual tread width that's in contact with the ground is a lot narrower. Don't know if that's because I run a 9-inch wide wheel or what, but I mean, it doesn't give away any grip, tell you that right now. What am I trying to focus in on here? Yeah, the depth marker. So I mean, even the fronts, I would say they only look like they've just scrubbed in 5,500 Ks. Get a look at the front. I mean, I've taken them on a couple of off-road tracks. We haven't gone proper off-roading yet, just haven't got around to it. But yeah, it's got good potential. So hopefully in the next video I can review off-road ability. But yeah, at this point, what I can say is pros, looks like a real heavy duty tyre. I mean, yeah, it's Chinese made, but I mean, can't complain about it so far. Good dry weather grip, good wet weather grip, reasonably quiet. You don't get the whirring or the vibrations that you get in a mud tyre. I suppose you could call it the cons. I mean, it's not so bad because it doesn't give away grip, is that the actual contact patch on the road is a lot narrower than a lot of other tyres I've had. But yeah, if you have any questions, send me a message. But yeah, at the moment, pretty happy with it. Off-road testing or off-road review to come. See ya.